.17, I'm literally just about to get in the gym. It's freezing, but morning routine. So it's 6:21 in the morning. I'm going to get in about half an hour of cardio, and then I'm going to go do some weights, about 45 minutes of weights. So I do this every morning. I'm up at this time, it's pretty dead in the gym at the moment, and I just find that it gets your head right, gives you good thinking time. It's actually one of my most creative times is in the morning, and although I've got everything planned that I'm going to do for the day, it just lets me go over any changes that I might want to make, and it's a good educational time as well for listening to audio, which is what I like to listen to during my workouts. Not a big music listener, and so yeah, so we're going to get into it. Okay, gym done. Task, well, the most important task of the day done. Health and fitness. It's really cold at the moment. It's obviously mid-October, and I still like to get the gym done early. I've always been an early bird, but I just find that it allows you to concentrate for the rest of the day. It really gets you focused. My productivity levels will be a lot higher. I'll go home. Well, I'm about to have a shake now and start fueling up my body, and really I've always got like a quick notepad where I've got all my tasks to do. I've got my main diary, but I carry this wherever I go as well, because I can sort of rip out the paper, write notes, scruffy, and I just double check what I've got to do today. Today is speaking with 2 new clients, talking about a project with a London developer that I introduced about 11 months ago, and it's finally just had its conditions signed off. So I only have a small piece involved in that, but it's something that I've got to be involved in on a call today, just to make sure everything's going ahead, which I'll obviously bring you guys along for. And then Thursdays also are like a good educational day. So at some point later on in the day, once all the main priority tasks are done, I'll probably get myself out for some cardio again, listen to a bit of audio, and yeah, just try and continue the whole educational process. I'm listening to some brilliant books. I've just finished I Know What to Do, So Why Don't I Do It by Dr. Nick Hall. That was an amazing book. I'll put the link in this video. And I go home now, do the school run, get some breakfast, get my head right, and head down into the office and then start attacking the jobs for today. So but the main thing, gym done, feeling good. It is freezing, I look tired, but you guys are going to come along with me, so here we go.
Sounds like I'm having a wee, but I'm not. Just filling up my protein bottle. And a lot more life will come to me a little bit later on, so just bear with me. Still waking up, I suppose.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, here we go. Thursday. What am I going to be doing on a Thursday morning? So, just to let you know, I've done all the good stuff. So, I've done the gym early this morning at 5:30. Had a really good workout. Had my protein shake. Got some fresh air. Feeling alive and ready to crack on with some productive work. And just to give you a bit of a background, by the way, coffee number 2. Don't normally have more than 1 coffee a day, but today I feel like I need a bit more caffeine. Banana for later. So on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I try and get all the important tasks done really early in the morning. All client work that's immediate, I try and get done on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So come Thursday, Friday, I can enjoy a bit of downtime. Tomorrow I'm going to be out with Justin Wilkins on a nice hike. So if I can get everything done today, everything done really early tomorrow morning, or even delay it till the afternoon, but not immediate tasks, it just frees me up, and that's the way that I like it. So before we start, most important thing for anyone that knows me, you all know that I love Christmas. If you do know me, and I'm not afraid to say it, should I say, gingerbread candle. Love the smell of it. Can't start without it. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today, well, I'm going to try and get all my priority tasks done, very much like my payment system and my money management, is that I like to categorize everything that I do in like priority tasks. So as you can see here, I've got my action day diary, and I've got almost like, you know, for notes that I can throw away and doodle on basically. But this is my planner. So I always come into my planner, although I know it off by heart, I just think it's really good for your mindset as well, to have everything on paper. I look through this, I just reaffirm what I'm going to be doing today. And then I have like a secondary to-do list on here where I basically note down into categories my social to-dos, priorities, and anything that needs doing immediately. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to bring you over to the board, and I'll just show you what my day is going to look like, and I'll just talk you through it. Right, okay, so let's have a look at what I'm going to be doing today. I'm not going to dive into it too much, just give you an overview. I tend to write everything down here on the board, although I've got it in my diary and in my almost like scrapbook. I still write it on here just so I can, you know, if I go out of the office or whatever, I come back in, I can just see it on a big board and I can rub it out, tick it off as I go. So just more for like mental stimulation and the whole mindset behind putting down your tasks. So I like to get my priority stuff done before midday. I feel that everyone has a productive
time, like a peak performance, and mine is definitely between 6:30 and 11:30. I think going beyond 12, I like to sort of wind down and do less immediate tasks and perhaps stuff that needs more brain power. So I like to get everything done early, basically. That's just me. I'm an early bird through and through. So
today I am going to show you me going through some emails. So basically I'm going to do an email catch up. I don't tend to do my emails while I'm at the gym because then I tend not to focus on my training. So I'm going to do emails now. Got quite a few to respond to. I then have 2 client calls. So
investors that I work with, they tend to recycle at different times of the year. As do I, and this is typically a busy time for me. Between the October and December, I normally have investors recycling. So I'll be talking with 2 clients that I have, seeing what their new requirements are.
Or whether they're just going to recycle into sort of similar models, but basically just a general chit chat to actually figure out what they want to do so we can go about working it out for them. Introduction from a client of ours, going to be bringing them on board, basically working out what it is they're wanting to do and really if I can actually help at all. And then there's 2 Southeast projects on the go which I'm involved in, only on a small portion but still involved in, so it's
going to be great to be involved in that. There's going to be a lot of learning on my part, but one is essentially appraising 2 freehold buildings for a family office. That's really exciting, that gets me really engaged, coming up with new ideas, having to think on my feet, and then obviously putting the proposal ahead, which is something I'm in the middle of what we're doing.
The second project is around about 11 to 12 months ago. A project through a good contact of mine was proposed to me. I couldn't really fulfill it. However, I did know a London developer that would be interested. Anyway, I met the 2 and yeah, nearly 11 months later, it's now been purchased. So although I have a very small part in that, just on the introduction and the structuring of who's involved, I am involved in that, and it's going through a condition phase now, and I'm going to be catching up with the developer to see where we are, and then obviously it'd be good for me to be on site as well to actually see how things go. And it's fairly local, so I'm really excited about that. So that's my main priority, to get all that done.
After that, I'll probably have like a 10-minute break. I'm going to be fasting today, so what I try and do as well with my diet, which kind of helps in with my productivity, is that I tend to do sort of like carbs Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday no carbs, Thursday I might have carbs in the morning. I haven't actually had carbs today because I had a big meal yesterday, so today I'm going to be fasting. So normally I'd go for like a 10-minute break, have some food, but today I'm just on the coffees, coffee number 2.
After midday, I'm basically going to do admin work. I'm going to send off some invoices that are due, update my all my receipts and everything like that, go through all my sort of accountant stuff. Then I've got to chase some certificates for some clients of mine. Again, nothing that I need done today, or I don't need it answered today. I just need to actually do it. But again, it's after midday, so it's not like an immediate task. I'm going to catch up my accountability group. So I try on Thursdays and Fridays to be a bit more involved, because we've all got busy lives. You know, the members were all so active in it. So sometimes you go back to the group and there's like 200-300 messages to catch up on. So I'll do that. I'll catch up with the accountability group. I've got some new members, which is really cool. Next, audio in the park. So education, as most of you know, is a really big part for me. I love Audible, sorry. So I'll head over to the park. I might do a couple of laps.
It's a bit of extra cardio as well, and just try and get through the book that I'm listening to. I will tell you what book I'm listening to now. I've just finished, as I said earlier, I Know What to Do, So Why Don't I Do It by Nick Hall, and now I'm listening to a different book, which I'll tell you about it later. Then I'm going to do the school run, and then I'll catch up on social media. So that's kind of my day for Thursday. We're going to crack on into it, and I'm just going to take you along with me. That's kind of the boring part now, so let's crack on into it.
Nearly done with my coffee. Okay, so I've gone through all my emails this morning. That's what I need to get done. Read through all my emails, respond, and I'm just going to finish off the last few emails, which I'm going to reply to now. It's currently 10:33 now. I've got about another 12 minutes left to get all my emails done. I've had some really good news on one of the emails this morning. I can't reveal what it is yet, but I will actually be revealing it probably on Instagram and to my accountability group. So there's some great news there. One thing I did forget to mention is that I like to review projects on crowd property that are coming up. So crowd property is something I use quite frequently. I use it in order to keep money moving. It's not our largest capital that we use, but it's essentially, I don't want any dead money in the bank. So crowd property, they have some amazing projects, and so I'm constantly reviewing if there's anything that I can get involved in. And then, so I'm going to carry on replying to some emails, then we're going to get onto our phone calls. I want to start my client phone calls within the next 15 minutes, and then to the new client who I'm hopefully going to bring on board. As I said, we're going to be about a 25-minute call, and then we're going to have a look at these Southeast projects that we need to go through some details and hopefully make some strides on. So that is what I'm going to do next. Again, let's bring you along with me. Without further ado, let's just crack on. Okay, call number one, brilliant. Client's really happy. This particular client's been with us for 2 years now. They're going to be recycling and going in on their third investment, which is fantastic. So I'm going to quickly nab a 2-minute break, grab some water. And what I love about this season is autumn. All the leaves are falling down. It's brilliant. So yeah, no, really good call. Second call I'm just about to jump onto now. And hopefully it goes
just as well as that did. And yeah, just overall really pleased with that. Clients really happy. And what I would say is working with investors, just make sure you fill their needs, fill the gaps.
Okay, just got my bottle of water, had a 2-minute break, ready for call number 2. Just a final tip from me, or something that I would always suggest to anyone, is if you're ever going to be talking with investors, kind of know their requirements beforehand, and then have any paperwork ready to go, ready for the phone call. So in front of me on my laptop, I've got all the information that I need. So although I know everything off by heart and I can have a good discussion, any of the finer details, I still come up against questions where they'll throw something and it'll be a curveball for me. So I don't necessarily know the answer, but if you have it there in front of you, I find reassuring investors is all about information and the knowledge behind, you know, whatever it is you're proposing, whether that's your own project, someone else's project, whatever it may be. Just really know it and have it pre-prepared. Know it off by heart, but have everything there just in case you need to refer to it. I've got to go on to call number 2. I'm going to bring you along with me, and here we go. Okay, so call number 2 went really well, really straightforward. It was only about 10-12 minutes, and all it was just confirming all the details I already knew. Like I said, I pre-prep via email, so we'd already shared emails. The call really is just a courtesy call to make sure we're both on the same page, everything's been understood, everyone's happy with the projects, you know, just basically confirming everything that you should have done via email, which is what I always do. So just confirming information, and now I have just under an hour to make one call, and then on the other project, the freeholds, I'm just going to do via email. Everything can be done via email, but now I'm going to jump on to the other call to discuss how the project is going. So I know I said I was going to be fasting. I'm too hungry. I'm having a banana. Bit of energy, because I'm going to be doing some more cardio around the park while I'm listening to audio.
So I try and eat clean throughout the day. I try and do 4 litres of water a day. I say I try. I always do 2 litres of water a day. Keep myself hydrated, flush all the toxins out. And again, what's one of the main reasons why I do it is because it keeps me really healthy, keeps me focused, stops me from being tired. I'm up early. So I would always say drink loads
of water, and just eat clean, because it really helps with your productivity. So there you go, bit of an off topic, bit to throw in the video there, but a little golden nugget for all of you. Okay, so just finished my what's going to be my last call for this morning, and that was on the Southeast project. It's a really large project, a lot of work to be done yet. But it's a very exciting project and it's moving ahead. That's one of the only things, anyone who's worked on big projects, not that this is my actual project, I only have a small involvement in this, is one thing you realise is nothing's done overnight. It takes a long time. So property development can be really rewarding, but at the same time, as I've just had on the phone call, it can also be, for those who are really involved in taking on a project, can be really time consuming, draining, both mentally, physically and financially. But eventually when it's via email, because I've still got some appraising and some diving deep, I suppose, on that to do before I submit all of my PowerPoint presentation. Do the boring tasks now of updating receipts, invoices, admin work. I'm going to submit some invoices that are up.
Then I'm going to catch up with the accountability group because my phone is currently going mad. And then I'm going to head over to the park. I'm going to get a couple of laps in, bit of audio. And actually I need to tell you what book I'm listening to next. Then I've got the school run, then some social media.
And that's going to be about it for today. So, like I said, Thursdays I try to unwind, but I just get those tasks that need to be done first thing before midday. and then I can start to almost like pre-plan for next week, which is going to be a great week, by the way. That's where we are at the moment. I'll take you to the park with me. I might even take you in the park if you're lucky, but that's where we are. So let's move on to what needs doing. So as you've probably already guessed, I've been a bit naughty and I'm on my third coffee, listening to Ascent of Money and getting in 2 more laps around the park. Okay, so the other bonus of walking around the park is getting emails done. Okay, so I'm on my final lap. I'm gonna head back to the car now. While I was sitting there having a coffee, I managed to get all my latest receipts, invoices uploaded to an app called QuickBooks, which my accountant at the end of each financial year can log into. So if you haven't already, go check out QuickBooks. Hey everyone, right, I'm in comfy clothes. I've got changed because we are winding down for the day. So we're out of work clothes, out of work mode. I'm going to switch off because I'm going to be on the school run soon to pick up my son, and then we're going to the park where I'll catch up on social media and my WhatsApp group, The Accountability. Okay, so what did we get done today? We got all of my priority tasks done, which was brilliant. I spoke with 2 clients and a new client, well, hopefully a new client, which was great. Managed to do all my invoices while at the park, so I did some here, but then I thought I'm going to head off to the park early, got myself another coffee. I know I said I was fasting today. I don't know who thinks that maybe coffee isn't fasting if you're drinking coffee, but I just take fasting as if you're not eating. Yes, I know I had a banana. All of that done, did the audio in the park, that was brilliant. Got about 25 minutes in of my audio book, and we're now going to be on the school run and social media. So again, thank you for coming along with me today, and especially if you've got this far and you watched the whole video, I really appreciate it. And you know, if you do like my content and you want to see more, please give me a subscribe, a like, leave me a comment. I do get back to everyone, as I'm sure most of you have gathered by now, and it's been good fun. So it's coming up 2:45, so I will catch you in the next video, guys. Appreciate you coming.